Hey everybody, what's up? Yeah, it's Sunday. It's a little after 10:35. And after today, we're only going to have one nephew slash grandchild in the house till tomorrow. Because the other two, hopefully, will be going back home today with their parents. The parents basically said they should be here around 7:30, but we'll wait and see. Also, today I'll be watching and hopefully recording SummerSlam. But besides that, let's talk a little bit about something that obviously they started a topic for at the Sega forums, and this has basically been talked about even at the Sat AM Sonic forums, and just about anywhere Sonic related, and that's the redesign topic. Yeah, I know it's something that just will not die. It's something that fans will not let die because of the fact that it's a huge change for the characters, you know. It's a huge, drastic change for the characters, and you know, it's like I said many times in videos and in text, you know, I don't blame the fans, if you will, for being a little upset, you know. Hold on for a second. But again, like I said, I don't blame the fans for being a little upset, if you will. I really don't. And, you know, here's why. You see, you know, it's the fact that not only is it a drastic change, but, you know, there's a lot of fans that basically felt that these redesigns were not really necessary. You know, there were fans that felt that way, and I've discussed this many times. You know, they felt that the redesigns were not necessary. And that basically, you know, they just felt that, you know, that basically this whole story arc that we've had for the past 2 years has been nothing but a lead-in to these redesigns. And again, you know, one can't blame them, but, you know, it's like I said many times and many others have said, you know, it's the time has come for these characters to have a bit of an update. And whether we like the update or not, it's not our call. You know, yeah, we can petition all we want. We can petition and say we don't like this and say we don't like that, and basically be like, you know, why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? You know, we can say that all we want, folks. We can say that all we want. But the fact of the matter is, there's nothing we can really do about that. I mean, yeah, if we petition a lot, and believe me, there are several petitions out there. Some at change.org and iPetition.something, and it's like, you know, I mean, it's like, yeah, I can understand maybe getting a strong support, getting some very strong support behind your disagreement of why these redesigns have happened. Yeah, that might help your cause. But honestly, all it's going to do is basically all a petition would do is allow the redesigns to be kept longer, and maybe in the end, if the petition was to work, allow them to be changed back. In other words, let's say a petition works. I'm not saying they don't, because a lot do. But let's say one works. Basically what you'd be getting is a redesign, basically a restoration is what you'd be getting. Okay, basically what you'd be getting is this. You'd probably get an agreement saying, okay, we'll change them back to the original designs. But you'll probably get an agreement, but for the story arc, depending on how long it is, they have to remain the way they are. In other words, let's say, for example, it's like, okay, we'll change them back. Sega's agreed to let them be changed back, but on the condition that at least for, maybe 2 years, 3 years, they're like this, and then we'll change them back. That's the only way something like a petition could happen, or a petition could be like, okay, you could keep the characters, but we petition that if they got to be this way, they got to be put in the games. That could work too. But again, it all depends on what kind of petition. But again, it all depends on what kind of petition and how it would work. But you see, the redesign topic, it's not the thing is, it's not the first time. Like I said before, like I said last week or a couple weeks, like I said before, it's not the first time this has been talked about. I bring up Biker Mice, I bring up Ninja Turtles, and they've all had redesigns. I mean, Biker Mice 2006 had redesigns of the characters, but the characters were pretty much still the same. And yeah, I can understand the new Ninja Turtle one, gets a strong positive reaction for how good it is, but sort of gets that mediocre mixed reaction and that slightly negative reaction because of the redesigns of the characters. And again, I can understand that. But like I said, it's not all call, and there's reasons for it. Like with Ninja Turtles, the reason they redesigned April into a teenager for this series is because nowadays, I guess in the minds of some of the higher-ups, a adult April would not look good being around teenage Turtles. Even though people are used to that. So, again, it's not the first time. And it won't be the last, believe me. It won't be the last time. But again, you have to understand that it's not all call. Basically, it's something that a lot of people are saying needs to be done. And because you can't keep having the same style or styles similar to the same styles kept for as long as you do. You gotta switch them up. I mean, look at X-Men. Let's take a look at X-Men, for example. They changed a lot of their costumes and uniforms throughout the years. And why? Because even though they kept the personalities of the characters the same, some of them got redesigns and uniforms and even looks to freshen them up. And that's basically what this is. Again, I can understand. And that, with Sonic, not a lot of people like how the redesigns happened, or how they're occurring. And again, you can't blame people for comparing it to the new 52. You can't. You can't blame them for that. But again, there's a reason for it. And the way I look at it this way is, I think it's just a temporary phase. I believe sooner or later, down the line, we're going to get another redesign of the characters, and it might be closer to sort of what they were before, but similar to what they are now. In other words, you may have Sally back with the open vest, but underneath she's got to have maybe a blue or black t-shirt. And that's it. You know, maybe Rhoda will have his backwards cap again, but in exchange he's got to have the gloves. Again, it's just something that I know not a lot of people like or want to hear about, but again, there's really not much you can do about it. You just gotta let it be and let it go and see where it goes from there. I mean, you think honestly that a company like Archie is going to be like, oh, well, we just lost this customer, we just lost that customer because we did this. You think that's really going to bother them? No. It's kind of like, I guess to quote what AVGN, James Wolfe, said in one of his reviews, where he quoted something from, I think, Patton or something like that, a Platoon or Patton or something. And basically the quote that he quoted, that James Wolfe, the Angry Video Game Nerd, quoted, was, it's just one big blank sandwich and we all got to take a bite. And that's basically what this is like. This whole redesign topic is just one big blank sandwich and we all have to take a bite. We all have to take a taste of it. And we have to eat it, and we have to sometimes like it or tolerate it. You know, there was one time we had this little thing at church a couple weeks before Easter last year or 2 years ago. And it had to do with hummus and all that. And I ate the hummus without doing it the right way at first. And it didn't taste good. But I ate it. I tolerated it. And then I got used to the rest. The point is, we just gotta tolerate what we're gonna see, and if we like it, if the characters. I mean, honestly, the main problem fans have is they feel that with the redesigns you're gonna have new personalities, and I don't think that's gonna happen. I really don't. I really don't think you're gonna have personalities. I really don't think you're going to have Sega and Archie change up the characters personality-wise after all this time. You're not. So I think, honestly, that's the biggest problem people have with this whole redesign deal. It's not the fact that they're not okay with it or tolerant of it or understand why it's happening. It's mostly because of the fact that they're mainly concerned there might be a change in character, personality, and I don't think there will be. And if there is, it'll only be like a slight change. It's like maybe a 5% change or 10% change, and that's it. So I don't think it's going to be that big of a change, folks. Believe me. So that's really all I'm going to say on it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm about to go into church here, and yeah, it's at the senior center. Go figure. But I'm about to go into church here. And I gotta get these stickers off my foot first. But anyway, I'm about to go into church here, and I'll let you guys know what's going on, and comment below, and I'll talk to you.